Hello, who is here? Can I have some response? Who is here? Type in the chat. Someone who's not related. Faris Adam. So I give you the attendance first. I give you the attendance first. So you can type it early. Okay, attendance. Hello. Okay, attendance though. Okay. Where are the rest? 7:30 cannot wake up. Last week dah lah holiday. This week cannot wake up already. Alright, okay, tak apa. Kita tunggu kejap. Alright, maybe 1 minute. Because it's live. Because I have after you, I have another class to go. So yeah, I cannot wait for very long because our class is only for 1 hour. Ah, apa? Where are the rest? Where are the rest? Easy attendance. You are the only person who came, 7:30 sharp. Never mind, let your parents know what time because it has a time stamp there. What? Can? Pukul berapa you all datang? Alright, okay. Uh, Good morning, Nazrul. Good morning. So nice to see you. Last week all holiday. Kongsi pacai. Today all back. Okay. Next week also we'll be starting lah. Alright, okay. Yeah, Muhammad Nasrul. Hello, Ashrif. What about me? Oh, good morning. Oh, so cute. Okay, you're always my favorite students. Alright. Ashrif Ikmal, good morning. Alright, okay. So yeah, their attendance. Alright, okay, there you are. So okay, so today we are going to do the stimuli again, but then it's going to be with an added with a PBL. All right, project based learning. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some explanation first about the mechanism. Okay, then after that I'm going to go into the PBL section. Hamid Iskandar, good morning. There you are, attendance. Good morning, darlings. Miss you all, last week, Pongsi Pachai. Kongsi Pachai. All right, okay. So yeah, so without wasting, because I have another class, right? Tiga B, I have to go to the next class, right? Okay, so I don't want to waste time. Okay. All right. So today, yeah. Okay, stimuli and responses. Okay, don't worry about this. Actually, why I'm in this page is because to show you that we have done all this. Okay, we have done the structure of the eye. All right, we have done, actually, I asked you to draw this, right? Okay, the structure of the ears, which is divided into outer, middle, and inner sessions. Okay, so then we also saw the nose. It's actually too complicated, so they've given a very simplified version. So where you have the sensory for the smell, and you have the mucus glands, the nerves. Okay, the whatever the smell in it, what they will do is they will dissolve in the mucus and so on. All right. Okay, then we saw the structure of the tongue. So you can touch and see. You can put your nose and see inside your nose. All these are actually in on us. So that is the beauty about biology. Most of the thing, all this thing, the structure, all everything is with us. You can touch, and you can touch your skin, you can touch your nose, you can touch your tongue, everything. Okay, all this. If you don't believe me, you can take us one and see. Hey, yeah, la, got taste buds, la. Right. So all this is actually seeable. All this is seeable. All right. Okay. So yeah, the skin. Okay, the skin. All right. Okay. So all this we have seen last the week before. All right. What I'm going to do today is the mechanism of hearing. Teacher nak buat the mechanism of hearing. All right. Damir, good morning. Here you are, the attendance. Okay. After this, I'm not going to give attendance until the final. All right. So 7:35 is the last. Daniel Hakim, good morning, dear. All right. So those who are with me now, please fill in the attendance. After this, only you're going to get. I see now when I can get Razin. Hello, good morning, attendance, dear. Please fill it up. All right. Good morning. Good morning. All right. Okay. So yeah. So today, teacher want to do the mechanism of hearing. Okay. So there are two mechanism of hearing and mechanism of sight. These two are the ones which I will call as the most complicated. Okay, so we will call it as complicated. Kaifa, good morning. All right, attendance dear. All right, okay. So this one I call it as quite complicated. Okay, you may ask teacher, out of the five senses, why only the mechanism of hearing and the mechanism of sight is it's like it's a bit in detail. It's not that in detail because it involves a bit like very complicated series. Whereas skin is very simple. Their receptors are all around us. They just detect, they change it into nerve impulse, boom, they go to the brain, interpreted. In the nose, all right, as the smell goes in, oh my god, I look ridiculous, but that is all right. This is how I do in the classroom. It goes into the nose. You know the function of the mucus? The mucus, they dissolve in the mucus. Then it will be changed into into nerve impulse, and it will go to the brain. Boom! They will tell you what is it. The tongue. You put anything on the tongue. Okay, you put anything on the tongue. It will. That is the reason we have saliva. That is the reason we have saliva. Why we have saliva is because the saliva will dissolve. Okay, the saliva will dissolve all the chemicals inside there, and it is detected by all the receptors there. Very simple. But however, your mechanism of hearing and mechanism of sight, they involve a bit a series of complicated stuffs. They involve a bit of a complicated stuffs. All right. So that is why this one we pay a bit more attention. It is not like your skin, your tongue, and the nose is not important. No, no, no. All of them are equally important. But then their mechanism is simple. Dissolve, detect. Dissolve, detect. Detect, become impulse. Very simple. Nothing much to shout about. But the mechanism of hearing and sight is something a bit complicated. So pay attention. All right, pay attention. All right, okay. So if you see here, mechanism of hearing, first of all, you must have any source of sound. Sound is a vibration. What type of energy is sound? What type of energy is sound? Now only I told. You all are paying attention or not? What type of energy? You know, we have a lot of type of energy kan. Form 2 ke form 1 kita dah belajar. So what is the type of energy of sound? That sound is based upon? Can anyone give me some information on that? Rajan, pandai. It's actually vibration. So it's actually, they work on vibration. Like in Malay, we call it getaran. So everything has a vibration. Have you wondered why? Oh, this person's voice is like so sweet. I like to hear her talking or like to hear her singing. That is because something with the vibration, the vibration of that sound, it excites you. So your brain like, oh, so nice. Some people, you hear also, aduh, menyampahnya dengar dia punya suara ni. Kan? So menyampah dengar. It all depends on personal preferences lah. You know, there's no good or bad, no such thing. It's just all of it, it's like personal preferences. So don't worry about it. So it's actually vibration. All right. So the vibration in it will be, not to say detected. Usually, you know, there's a reason. Today teacher wearing very big earrings because I'm going to highlight my ears. All right, okay, can you see the ears? So you can touch your own ears. There is a reason why they are shaped as such. Why they are shaped as such, not like a triangular, upper, no, why they are shaped very nicely like that. Okay, so why is because they will collect all the sound as much as like a speaker. Speaker. Okay, so they will collect all the sound and they will channel it into your the earlobes lah. They will channel it into your ear canal. So these two are what we call as outer. Okay, we call it as outer ears. Outer parts, not ears. Outer parts. So usually their function is to gather, to collect the sound waves itu, the vibration itu, and send it to their proper section. So this is what we call as Rajan Azhar. Thank you. I forgot to hide yours one. Very good, very good. All right. Okay. So they will detect that. Okay. Not to say detect. I cannot use the word detect. That is actually wrong. They will collect and they will channel it to the proper section. Okay. Then we have the mid section. Okay. The mid section, usually what they will do is the key word here is enhance. They will cause them, they will magnify. The word is magnify. Look, oh my God, I'm using all the bombastic words. But then I hope you understand. What they will do is they will increase the frequency. They like, if it's a sound like, they'll make it like that. So they will increase the vibration. They'll increase the sound vibration to enhance them. Okay, guys, you see the biggest problem with you all when I see your answer script, not like I've seen many, all right, in the past few years, but then yeah, when I see your answer script ni sometimes the idea itu you ada tau, itu yang paling kesian. You have the idea, but unfortunately you do not know how to manifest the idea in word. All that actually comes with practice, all right. So that's why teacher, telling the word enhance. If you're taking notes, do it. Enhance, they magnify. So these are the words that actually shows that what exactly is happening. So that is done by your eardrum. They have like a drum inside, they have like a drum, can go jamming. Jamming. Jamming use drum, right? Jamming can go jamming. So they will go jamming. Then after that, they have ossicles. Ossicles are another beautiful structure. All right. So what they do is they are a pair of bones, very small bones. All right. So in fact, yeah, I think so. They are classified as like very the tiniest bone on body. I'm not sure. Maybe I have to check that out. All right. So then what they will do is this ossicle will further magnify. Everything is like they're further magnifying it, but you don't feel it. Okay. All this you don't feel it. All right. Then after that, what will happen? Then they will go into the sorry, maybe I should do okay. So then after that, they will go into the oval window. They will go into the oval window. That is another beautiful structure. All right. So they are actually arranged in such way that each of them are 90 degrees to each other. I don't know how to show this. One is like that, another one is like that. So each of them, you see like that is 90 degrees. You see like that is 90 degrees. You see like that is, don't know how to say lah. But then each of them, these three things in it, they are arranged in so beautifully, like they are 90 degrees to each other. Beautiful structure. All right. So that is what we call as the oval window. Again, all these are to further magnify, to enhance the vibration. All right. Okay. Then after that, these vibration doom 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 then doom 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 become doom 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 like that. All of them will be channeled to your cochlea. So this is where it will be changed into the signals. What is the name of the signal? The electrical signal. Let's see if anybody can say that or not. What is the name of the electrical signal? I will be constantly asking you questions so that you all are with me. Or not, you all gone somewhere. Okay. What is the meaning? What is the signal? The electrical signal. Think. What is the electrical signal? Neurons. Neurons are the nerves. What is the name of the electrical? We have two types of signal in our body, One is the chemical signals. The chemical signal is like your hormones, which causes you to grow and all those nonsense. All right, to reach your puberty and all that. Another one is what type of signal? Impulse. Very good, Ashray Bikmal. Oh my God, morning, you start thinking already. Very good. Impulse is the electrical signal. Actually, you have electrical, small electricity going around all your body, so you are actually a live wire. That's why we people get shock fused. All right. Yes. Thank you, Ashray. Fantastic. It's actually impulse. Impulse is actually the apa tu? Electrical signal. So they will convert it into electrical signal. The cochlea will do that. All right. So this is where we are dealing with the nerves. So that is why they are called this the inner part of the ears. All right. So the inner part, guys, this part in it always comes out for exam because it's not complicated, but then they can ask a lot of questions from here. So that is the reason. right? Okay, then it will go to the brain. All right, then it will go to the brain. Then after that, the sound is interpreted. You see, one thing that you all need to understand is whatever we've been talking all this while, actually the ears are not, their function is only to detect. They only will detect. They will not interpret it for you. The person, not to say the person, the part is which is going to interpret this is your brains, because your brain is your integrating center. So their work is to gather the information, convert them into chemical pula, into electrical signals and send it to the brain. The brain will tell you. So that is why different, same sound, different interpretation to people. Some people like a little bit of petir pun dia tak boleh tahan. Kan ada orang got train crash also tak ada masalah. Right. So that is all how your brain is interpreting it. All right. So that is one thing. All right. Okay. So far so good. Any questions? Any questions so far? So this flow ini you need to know. This flow is very important. All right. Unlike your skin, nothing. They just detect and they change it to impulse. End of story. Your nose, your nose and your smell too, and also your tongue. Okay, the sense of taste itu very simple. They dissolve and they convert into signals, and the brain interpret them. That's it. But these are quite complicated. Okay, so far so good. Can we continue? Okay, no questions from the floor. All right. Okay, so we shall continue. All right. Okay, then in that case, yeah. Okay, then we have the activity. Don't worry, I have a worksheet that we need to do. Okay, the mechanism of sight. Okay, the mechanism of sight, I won't call it like complicated, but it is like interesting a bit. All right, this interesting a bit, right? How do we see? All right, because there are a lot of eyes is one that has a lot of parts, right? Hey, you all managed to do the video on your so far. I only got 2 videos, the video that I asked you to do about the fish eye. Only fish eye. Fish eye itu 2 orang saja yang hantar. Sorry, I don't know. I think Damir hantar, another person, I don't know who. I belum tengok lagi. Only 2 orang yang hantar. Rest of you, tak hantar. Nanti saya ambil nama, then I give your parents, baru kau tahu. Teacher tak nak lah sejahat itu, kan? Right? But then, yeah lah, do lah, kan? Because once you do already, it can be I can use it as your PBL, I can do it, at least you show your effort lah, because teacher putting effort, I'm hoping to get some feedback from you. You also must do your part, right? Amir, yeah. Amir or Damir? Amir Iskandar, sorry, not Damir, sorry. Because your names are very, very similar, only the D is different. So sorry, dear, Amir Iskandar. All right. Okay, so he sent a video, beautiful video. All right. If you all know nobody is showing, then I'm going to ask his permission and upload in my channel. Let you all see and say I'm giving this guy 5 stars. Still cutting the parts. That's all. Good. It's okay. No worries. I'm just asking because actually I didn't give you any due date. All right. Do it at your leisure. All right. So do it at your leisure. All right. But make sure you do, because at home, nothing else to do, We cannot conduct experiments. That is our limitation. So you understand that, and whatever that I'm trying to do, and it's fun thing, it's not like I'm trying to, it's fun thing. So do it. Can. Your mom masak fish every time. Cholek satu, korek satu. Right, from your mom's place, she won't say anything. After all, it's going to go to the rubbish bin. She won't say anything. Korek dia, cut dia, kan? So you will see beautiful stuffs inside. All that we have seen in the eyes, you will see. All right. Okay, back to this. Oh my God, I have another class and I'm still talking. Start talking, cannot stop. Okay. All right. Okay. So light rays. So when there's an object, okay, coffee mug first. Going live ke, Google Meet ke, normal class ke, coffee is a must. All right. Okay. So light rays. So you see light rays from an object. Guys, we have learned in Form 2, right? Why this glass looks white? Can you tell me? Why this, you call the jug, right? you all call it the jug, right? Okay. So why my coffee jug? Because I say it as mug, you all don't agree. You say it's a jug. Okay, never mind, it's a jug. Okay. Why is this looking white to you? Why is this white? Can you tell me? Who? I see who can tell. I wait for the answer. Why? Why? Oh, tadi teacher tunjuk ears, right? Takkan nak tunjuk the eyes. That will be hilarious. Okay, who can tell me why this object looks white? Why my coffee jug is white in color? Think faster. Ask Pachi Google. That is the advantage. Last time when teacher asked, you all just tengok sana, tengok sini. Hopefully she don't pick me. Hopefully she don't pick on me. Right. Now you have access. You can just go to another tab and ask Pachi Google why this object looks white. Kan? Lepas tu janganlah diam. Tengok, wait. I still will wait for the answer. I don't care. Somebody give me answer. Quick. Give me one weekend. Nazrul naik. Okay, give me one weekend. Oh my God. Why the object looks white? No answer. Hmm? Okay. Tada! Attendance. Those who haven't filled it up. Yes, Razin. Because the light from the mug is giving white light. White light ini bermaksud actually they appears white because this is another very good, Razin. This is another very good answer. White objects appear white because they reflect all the colors. Because white, they reflect all the colors back to you, all the 7 colors. White light has 7 colors. Oh my God. seven colors. So the 7 colors, all of them are reflected to you. So that is the reason. Okay, so that is the reason it appears white. Okay, my phone. Why does it appear black? Why does it appear black? Just keep coming. Just keep coming. Why does it? Think. If white reflects all the colors, how about black? Jog back memory, tak apa. I'll wait. You find the answer. It doesn't matter. Yeah, Razin again. Very good. Morning all. Mesti coffee dia tu memang caffeine dia tinggi. Because black color, Damir, very good. Because black color absorb Razin Azza. It absorbs all the color. All right, it absorbs all the colors. That's why when you wear black, actually you feel hotter. Have you noticed that? This is the reason. Okay, this is absolutely the reason. All right. Okay, so that is the thing. So coming back to this this ini, okay, kejap, I forgot to off the hide the, so nanti kau tak nampak. Okay, there you are. There you are. All right, okay. So to say light rays from an object. So whatever the color that you're reflecting will enter the eye through cornea. This is the reason your cornea, aqueous humor, eye lens, and vitreous humor, all of them are clear. Either maybe their consistency is different, like your aqueous humor is more to like liquidish, whereas your vitreous, that's why if you saw the fish eye, if you dissected the fish eye, if you played with the fish eye, you would have known what I'm talking about. The aqueous humor is liquidy, all right, whereas the vitreous humor is jelly-like. Right, so they will enter through the eye lens, the cornea, aqueous humor, the eye lens, and the vitreous humor. All of them are clear in color. You don't believe me? This weekend you korek the fish eye. Jangan korek yang sudah goreng punya. Don't go and find a mummy. I want the mummy gives the korek, the one that's fried one. No, fresh one. Fresh eye, but don't go korek any live object lah, kan? Kucing ke apa ke, jangan. Fish. Fish is the easiest lah. Alright? So these parts, all these ini before they reach into the retina. So the retina ini is the part which is the most sensitive to light. Okay, so the function of this cornea, this vitreous humor and aqueous humor and all this is for them to direct it into the focus them. The word is focus, to focus them onto the retina. All right. So basically, when they're focusing and so on, actually the object looks much smaller and inverted. Okay, the object looks much smaller than inverted. All right. So so if you see the picture here, you nampak the candle, it's actually like inverted, balik, and they are smaller than their original size. All right. Okay. So inside the cornea, in the retina, you have what are the names of the photoreceptors? The two photoreceptors. What is the name of the two photoreceptors? Can anyone name it? Go back into your textbook, find it. I know you all have your textbook, right? Don't lie. I was there, but you all received that. Not for form 4, but then yeah. All right, textbooks. Take your textbook. Go back, find out. What are the photoreceptors? What are the sensitive cells? Very good, Damir. Bagus lah. Rod cells and cone cells, they are very, very super sensitive to light. All right, so they detect, these are the receptors. They detect it, and what they will do is they will change it into your, they produce the nerve impulse, they will convert it into the signals, again, electrical signals. They'll convert it into signals. Then after that, they will send it to your, through your optic nerve. So the optic nerve is the one that goes through your, and it goes to your brains. All right, there's a reason why the eyes are very near to the brain, you know. Eyes, ears, nose, skin is everywhere. Ears, eyes, nose, tongue, they are all very near because they are the most important thing that helps you to observe your nature. So you need to be very close to the integrating center, to the pusat. Like if you are working in a government sector, you are a very important job in government sector, you better buy a house near Putrajaya. Something like that, analogy lah. So easy for you to go. Right. If you just say you are staying in, what is the furthest, most further place from here lah, because KL is in the center, you know. Okay, just say somewhere in Kedah, Arab place ke apa ke. If you say every day you need to travel to Putrajaya for work, imagine it's so far away, you know. So might as well you buy a house somewhere near Putrajaya, which is the nearest is what, Puchong, Kinrara, or my place. Okay, Kinrara or what? Why? Because it's easy. That is why all these sensors are like so near to the brain. Because it's easy for you to detect very fast. You know, all this we are talking in, but all this happens like milliseconds. Like you see, you know already, right? Milliseconds they happen. Right, but when we talk, it's like lengthy lah, kan? Kita talk to lengthy sikit, right? So that is what happens. Okay, so it will go into the brain. The brain will interpret. Oh, beautiful stuff. Oh, teacher wearing yellow today. Teacher having this. Teacher having this one. Kan? The eyes. Man, I look pretty ugly. But never mind. All right. Okay. Yeah, that is what happens. All right. Okay. Okay, so this is what happens. So it's a bit complicated. So that is why the mechanism of hearing and the mechanism of the eyes, though, we pay a bit more attention. Not like the others are not important. Okay, understand that. Yeah. All right. Okay, the sensitivity of the skin. Yes, the skin is one of the most. That's why babies, when you are young, when you are a baby, have you seen like anything? Also, the baby will touch. Can if you give a baby anything, what they will do? Have you noticed their behavior? Whomever have brothers or sisters or cousin or whomever, you try to give the baby something. What it will do is, you will like, baby, what is the name of the baby? Nya, nya, nya. Then they will see. Then You give them, they will see, no? Kan? Apabila dia hear you call them, takkanlah baby punya nama nye kan? Give it a nice name lah. Since Amir Iskandar already submitted the video, another fella, I don't know. I honestly, I don't remember. Another fella also submitted. But Amir Iskandar, he submitted the video to I panggil. Kita panggil Amir, the baby will look here. Right. Then when you give the remote control, this is Amir lah. Amir Iskandar is a baby now. So what Amir will do? He will hold. So then he will touch. So that is actually the skin. Can he will see. So he will see the baby. That is what the if you notice the babies, they will see first, then they will touch first. After that, what they do? This is the funniest part. After that, what they do? They bite it. Yeah. Then they will like, isn't it? Hilarious. Yes, Amir is gonna, you are right. You know why they do that? That this is God actually like pre-programmed them. Okay, they have God has pre-programmed them. This is how you detect things around you. By touching, by feeling, by seeing, by hearing, by smelling. They will like, kan? Baby Amir. Baby Amir. Dan, jangan gigi sampai sudah. Kan? So, yeah, this is how they do it. Banyaknya teacher deviate hari ni. Rakada boleh. Alright, okay, yeah. Alright, but then how the sensitivity, you see, but then the sensitivity all around the body is not the same. Okay, all around the body, the sensitivity is not the same. Why? Is because there are two factors that are governing this. All right, there are two factors. All right, this experiment you can do at home. Maybe I should allocate one day, tapi itulah because no time. Next week SPM is starting kan. I want to do so many things tapi masa tu tak ada. Okay, tak apa. This one you can do at your home, you don't have to wait until to come to the lab to do this. All this you can, tapi please be careful. Don't until your parents, teacher Rama suruh budak buat eksperimen, ni budak ni cucuk anak saya. Aduh, itu yang aku tak mau dengar. Right, please lah kan. But then all this you can do. Back of the hand, tip of. You see which one is the more sensitive. In fact, you can do it now. Take a pencil ke apa ke kan. Okay, you try. Sensitive tak, sensitive tak. But then this is better if somebody else do it for you. Kan? You tie the eyes, your brother ke, sister ke kan? You tie the eyes, then after you say, oh, sensitive tak? Boleh tak? Boleh tak? Tapi kau janganlah. Hari tu you ambil saya punya mainan kan, makanan kan, KFC satu per you ambil kan. Saya kasih. Jangan buat lagi lah kan. So you can do this experiment is doable at home. You don't have to wait until you come to school. Alright? If you can do it. Alright? Itu yang baiknya if you can do. That is one thing that we have to work due to this situation ini. Semua eksperimen itu kena buat. No need to bergantung to sekolah. Everything you can do at home. Can, if it can be done like that lah. Alright? Okay, yeah. Oh, sorry. The sensitivity of the skin itu, there are two factors. First of all, the number of receptors. How many receptors you have there? Alright? The one that has a lot of receptors is number one, your hands. That is why everything you take also, you want to feel it with your hands. Kan? So why the people who are like cannot see, blind people, they have the braille. Have you heard of the braille? BRAILLE? Pernah dengar tak? Ini I forgot to hide. Sorry. Alright? The braille. Why? Because their hands are the most sensitive part. So, if this type of people ini apabila dia sentuh saja dia boleh baca. Kan? I've seen, because in UM we have a place where for these physically challenged people, and they have a special place with their books and all that. We have to understand we've been granted all these God has granted us everything, but they are like quite unfortunate, but their resources are very, very limited. But I have seen people who are like 1,000 times motivated compared to normal people. I've met them. All right. Great. They are so motivated in life. They don't care about the limitation that they're having. All right. They're just living their life to the maximum, to the best they can. Salute, salute. I've seen them. All right. Brain. Go back to brain. So the brain is because in your hands you have a lot of receptors and the epidermis is quite thin. So that is the reason when you don't drink enough water, the first place which becomes very dry is your hands. Have you noticed that? Very, because the epidermis is very thin. Another one is your face. You know, face. They have a lot of receptors. When you want to sayang someone, you touch the face, right? Baby, you touch the face. Baby Amir, baby Amir hari ni Amir lah hero kita because dia hantar video, kan? Okay. So baby, kan? Because a lot of receptors. Right, face is another thing. Okay, but the receptor to different people are different. They have sensitivity lah. Okay, different people different sensitivity. All right, so that is one thing. Okay, so yeah, then if you say some parts like your tapak kaki, kan, the sole of your feet and so on, some of them are like super hard, some of them are like super thick. Right. So those places you don't have much receptors there. Now maybe they have the receptor, but because the epidermis is too thick, they cannot detect it. Right. So there are few places they've given. The tongue, the lips are also very super sensitive because the amount of the receptors are which are concentrated there, and the elbow and the sole of the swan. Your back of neck is very very sensitive. Neck, nape, they call it the nape, the nape of the neck, super sensitive. All right. So all these determined by two factors, either how thick or thin is your epidermis or how concentrated are your receptors in that area, in that particular area. All right. So that is the reason. Okay. Sensitivity of the tongue. Yes. This also depends on people. So again, there are how many types of taste that we can detect? 5. Sweet, salty, sour, bitter, umami. Remember yesterday, our teacher took the ikan kering, curi daripada my grandmother. I don't know whether you were here or not. I did. I take from my grandmother. The bitter is the coffee. Then the sour is the orange. The salty is the again the ikan kering. Sweet is like I have some chocolates here, right? So these places, different places, they have different types of sensitivity receptors. All right. This also can be done at home, boys. You don't have to wait until come to school. Kan? Maybe your dad is free kan? Papa nak buat. Lepas tu you ikat tu, then you try to do. It'll be fun family activity, you know. Fun family activity. See who is more sensitive. But this one also is definitely personal preferences. There's no right or wrong about it. But, okay. This is also personal preferences. There's no you have no right or wrong about it. Some people like me, I'm more to bitter. Saya suka bitter kan? Bitter kan tu Melayu panggil apa? Peria. Peria. I like peria. I like bitter kan? I like coffee. I like coffee. All right. I'm more to that people. Some people like sweet. My coffee was almost sweet. No sugar. I'm okay with it. All right. But some people, they like sweet stuffs. Their coffee tea all must have a bit of sweetness enhanced. They like chocolates. I eat chocolates. Yes, I do. On daily basis. Daily basis. But that sour. Some people like, saya tak suka sour. Razin, you like sour. Oh, okay. Saya tak suka sour. I mean, okay lah. I'm not a favorite fan of it lah. Like that. So this is also personal preferences though. Interesting. All this you can do at home, guys. Don't need to wait until school open. You can do all this at home. Can. All right. So different areas of tongue are more sensitive to specific taste. Right. So you can test all these at home. All right. Combination of taste and smell, because they are very near to each other, and both of them, how they work, their mechanism is dissolving. Smell has to dissolve in the mucus. Your food, the chemicals in the food has to dissolve in the amylase. Not to say amylase. Your saliva, right, in your saliva. So all this, what they will do is, because their mechanism is pretty much the same and they are very near to each other, so that is why they are actually like very much connected. So that is why apabila when you're having flu, all right, when you're having flu or heavy flu and so on, usually you cannot smell much. Why? Is because you have your mucus is like too much, so the chemicals cannot dissolve in them and reach to your receptors, so it cannot be detected. Right, so that's why usually any food or anything, when your mom cook and bring it to your table, you like, oh, so nice, even though you don't know whether it tastes nice or not, like, so nice, start eating. Oh, right, but imagine if you put a clip in your nose and you start eating, things will pretty much like tasteless. Right, so yeah, so these two are very much very nearly connected. All right, okay. The next part. This is where our PBL comes. The limitation of sense, defect in sensory organs, and aging. Even though God has granted us beautiful senses, but all of them have limitations. All right? All of them have limitations. All right? Like skin. Their limitation is like as you're aging, you lose sensitivity. Your tongue is also the same. When you take too much of spicy food, your tongue, the receptors get numb. They get burned. So when you take some other food, everything will taste bland to you. Aging factor. Here also aging, right? My grandmother, you have to practically shout to her, but she very good. My grandmother very funny. Whatever that you don't want her to hear, she will hear it first. But whatever you want her to hear, she's like, huh, huh, huh. It's so funny. But whatever, when we are gossiping about her, huh? What are you talking about me? So I think it's also not only age related, it also depends on the topic lah. Depends on the topic lah. If you topic not interesting to you, you don't feel like hearing it. Dia benda tu orang cakap pun kau buat dah tahu je. But if it's a topic that you're interested in, gossip ke apa ke, first thing it will come into your ears. You kasih sewa you punya telinga. Semenyewa telinga. Kan? So that is how. Alright? Okay. So this part actually I'm not going to explain because this is actually the PBL part. All right, this is actually where I want you to do the PBL. Okay, so I will explain the PBL to you. All right, so this part I'm not going to explain anything. Limitations, I leave it to you as your PBL. Okay, as your PBL. So you read on your own, you do your own research, and you come up with something. And the presentation is not necessarily the presentation here to not necessarily face to face. You send me the link when I'm free, I will check it out. All right, and I'll come back to you. Okay, wait, I have some slides to show you. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do the PBL for you. All right, okay, remove from stream. All right, okay, so let me share another one. Okay, where is the screen share? Hey, yeah. Can you see that? The eyes. Teacher prepare all this for you, Teacher prepare all this for you. Because next week you can SPM can. So most probably I'll be, yeah. So better you all do. But then Friday we have class, supposed to have class as usual, no difference. All right. But then I think we have to start something because it's very connected. I feel like this is the best time for me to give. All right. Okay. Kejap. Oh, you cannot see. All right. Okay. There you are. There you are. Alamak. By right, I should. Salah share pula. Kejap Alamak. Yang mana inilah? Ini dia. Okey, kejap. Taskbar. Ini dia. Can you see? Wait, there you are. See, beautiful eyes. So this is your PBL work. Don't worry, the description I've given it also in the classroom. I will also give it in the description box for those any other teachers or students are also doing it. No worries. It's up to you, teachers. If you would like to share, you like to use my slide, be my guest. No worries. All right. Okay. So the PBL work that I'm going to the it's not the tajuk lah. The yeah lah. It's actually title lah. Title lah. Yeah. The latest technology today. All right. I don't want something that you go Google it up, it gives you something that's 50 years ago. I don't want that. I want the latest, the most latest technology that you can show me. Maybe I myself don't know. So you do the research, you educate me. All right. You tell me. All right. Okay. So the latest technology today to overcome the limitation of sight and hearing. So that is why, because it's a PBL, so that part I did not touch. Okay, so I did that part, the limitation tu semua I'm not going to touch. Estimate semua tu you buat. Okay, you yang akan buat as PBL. Alright, okay, so let me go into this. Where is this? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So it's in a group of 5. Don't ask me, teacher, I can do individual or not. I have no time. Honestly, guys, I want to check one by one. I got no time. So we have like 31 in the class, right? If it's like that, it will be 5, 5, 5, 6, something like that. But 5 in a group. Okay. All right. So this is the team, the maintenance and the continuity. So if any teachers would like to use this slide for your own PBL, please welcome to do so. No worries. All right. So the stimulate learning area is this. All this is no big deal. Guys, in case you can just take this and put it in your folio, scrapbook. Okay. So in this PBL, there are 2 elements that is as your task. The first thing is the presentation. All right. Okay, guys. I did not limit how you need to do your presentation. No, I did not. You can do it in the form of video. You can do it in the form of TikTok. You can do it in the form of YouTube video, or you can do it in the form of PowerPoint slide. You can do whatever you want. Discuss in your group and get into it. Right? So what you need to do is your presentation. What it needs to have is, number 1, you must give me the limitation of sight and hearing, at least 2 each. Like for the contohnya, the limitation of the sight in the book is like your optical illusion and your blind spot. Okay, you discuss about that. Next is you have to give me different devices that can be used to overcome the limitation of hearing and sight. Just example, all right? Okay, the last one. I want one detail, not to say study last, not to say, I cannot call it study. Study is like very complicated. Like I will edit this, all right? So it's like a detailed description. Detailed description. Example, just say you take a microscope. You take a microscope. How the microscope works until it can give you the little minute detail of whatever that the specimen you're observing. All right. If you take telescope, which is for you to chonto, these are all examples. If you need to take telescope for you to see the stars, I want you to go a bit detail into it and find how they work. Okay. So just one. Okay, I want you to give few examples. All right. I want you to give few examples of the devices, but discuss description only 1 each. 1 for the sight, 1 for the hearing. All right. So 5 in a group. You do the management of the group. Find people and do this. All right. Okay. Kejap because I'm shifting here and there, so it's taking some time. Right. Okay. The task of the scrapbook. Guys, PBL, PBD needs not only presentation, we also need to do scrapbook as an evidence. But I don't want hard copy. You do it in PDF form. You give me the link where I can share, because you all have your own MOE account, right? So you put in one fellow's drive. You give me the link. You share the link to me. I will just go in and I will evaluate. Right? Okay. So what you need to, so I've already given you the format, what you need to have. like the school name, school student, what you need to have the student's name, title, all right, class, okay, theme, content, all this content learning standard, or you can take from the previous slide, no problem. So what are the implementation, what is the, how long you did and all this, all right. So the content page must have what are the contents and what are the pages, okay. Then you have the task design and management. This is where like what you are doing, like who do what. Contohnya, Razen, he is the one who prepared the, contohnya kan, the video for the swan. Or Amir Iskandar, he is the one who did the PowerPoint slide. So this fella, I want that because a lot of the time when we previously when we did the PBL project all, usually it will be only the one person only do. Rest of you tak buat. Tapi nama saja ada. I don't want that. So I want a list of who did what. And I will ask the group whether verified everybody did this or not. All right. So the content I've given you, you have the introduction, you have the objective. All right. Information. What are the information? But then how you want to present it, it's free for you. I'm not going to give, oh, it must have this, it must. But these are the essential things that you must have. Introduction, objective, information. What are the information? You can do it in the form of picture since we are going to take only the soft copy. You don't have to print it out. Right. So what you can do is you can do put beautiful pictures. You can do a lot of research. So you can put beautiful pictures. So the marks are actually for creativity. Actually, it gives, I'm giving a lot of marks because information nowadays you can find. But the presentation is the most important as for me. All right. Okay. Then conclusion, and where did you find your resources? Like you find it from a book or you find it from the internet. Please give the references. Okay. So that is the one. Okay. The next. Okay. So the due date. The due date. This is the final one. The due date is 5th March. Okay, the due date is 5th March. Okay, I've already put this in the Google, our classroom also. So please go check it out. All right. So yeah, finally, those who have not given me the attendance, please. Okay. So this is what we are going to do. This is what I wanted to do today. Okay, with you. All right. So the PBL has given mechanism is this one. So tinggal apa yang, so I'm not going to discuss the limitation at all. That is for you to explore. So I'm going to go into plants, and after that we are going to go into new topics. That's it. All right. So we need to do 2 projects. So this is the first one. I'm already giving it to you now. All right. Okay. Any questions before we call it a day? I have another class at 8:30. No? All right. If at all you have anything to ask, okay, if you have anything to ask, please, we have our group, right? So you can put it there or you can direct message me, no worries. Okay. But sorry, maybe sometimes because due to my busy schedule after this, SPM is going to start. So I might be coming back to you late and so on. Like the other day, someone sent me the video. I don't even remember who is it. But I remember Amir's name because I interacted with him a lot. So that's why I remember his name. But that one also wrong already. Damir and Amir. Too many things in my mind. So don't take it don't take it personally if I don't reply to your messages or late reply to your messages. That is my bad because I'm busy. All right. Sometimes I just read and after that I say later. The later becomes never. All right. Okay. So guys, so thank you so much. I'll see you next week with another new topic. All right. And remember this okay. Remember this PBL, very important. Okay, since now we are not, maybe we don't be having exam or anything. So this is what is going to be how I'm going to need to evaluate you. Right. So that's it. All right. Okay. Bye. So see you next week. Bye bye.